All right, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I don't know, the signaling is different when I'm in my living room than I'm in my bedroom. So I'm in my bedroom, just lounging about, and the signaling is a little bit different. But anyway, happy Mother's Day to you guys, to every mother that is a subscriber. I want to say happy Mother's Day to you guys, to all of the mothers, all of the content creators that are mothers. I am sending Mother Day love to you guys. So I was saying today I was not feeling good. I was, sick or whatever. So I missed my family function that we had, and I missed service today. So I'm just no, I am just not all in, So I said I was just, rest my body because I, just not feeling good. And then we had a family emergency over the weekend. So, it's just been a lot going on. And, around about this time, everybody's a little who those who don't have parents, it get kind of touch and go, God most definitely, God's grace is sufficient, but it's nothing like, your mom. When you lose your mom, it seems like you never get over that, right? But we know God is has his strength and his love all around us. And so I try to do a little bit of moving around today, just tidy up and clean up, especially my bathroom because they, I told you they reglazed the tub, and so finally was able to take the wrappings and stuff off and just move it around. And then I got like exhausted, so I had to sit down. And next thing you know, I had fell asleep. I'm like, wow. So I'm just waking up from naps, still lounging around. But I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day to you guys. It's nothing like having your mother and celebrating your mother. And those that still have your mother, celebrate her. Make sure you pick up the phone and say, "Mom, I love you." Do something nice. Take her out to dinner. Take tons of pictures because once she's gone, that's it. That's it. And you're gonna want to have her here. So cherish your parents. Cherish your parents. So I'm gonna share a picture of my mom and her sister. The running joke is that they look like twins, and they were favorite siblings. And so I'm going to, from time to time, I'll share that picture of my mom. And so yeah, I just been, kind of just being more reserved today. I hate I missed my family function because I really wanted to see my brother and them, but we just had a couple of things going on this weekend. It just was a lot going on, and I haven't been really feeling good, to be honest, for a couple of days. And so it's just been something. One thing out of it's just been one thing out of the other, but God gets the glory. He gets the glory today. And today was a beautiful day. Most definitely was a beautiful day today. Um the sun was shining right now though. However, it looks like it's about to rain or something, but man, when I tell you I didn't have the energy today and I hated that I had to miss service today, but I did. Shawanda, I saw your when you said hello, I was trying to say hello to you. The signaling wouldn't let me show the comment. So I said nothing but miracles and love your way because guess what? You deserve it. Um, I want to say every Mother's Day it gets a little bit easier to digest. However, I'm not gonna lie, I did have a moment today. I was wiping down the window sills and I keep a chain that I made for my mom because she used to make jewelry, and so when she passed, I found this jewelry making box, and it had all these different things in it. And well, I want to say before she passed, I found it, because she had transitioned to the facility, and I had to clean out her apartment, and I found this case of jewelry making stuff. So I said I was gonna make her some jewelry so she can have it there at where she was at. And I made it for her and brung it to her, and she tried to wear it, but at that point she was just irritated. She didn't want to wear it. She didn't want any jewelry on her. And so and it took me the hardest time to figure out how to loop the stuff, and I just got so frustrated. And I can remember being so frustrated because I wanted it to be so pretty and nice for her. And I just got, but I did the best I could. So, when I took it to her, she loved it, but she was like, I want you to keep it because I don't want nobody to take it, all of that stuff. And so I keep it like hanging right on my bedpost here. And then there's one other little piece of keepsake that she gave me one year. I believe it was for Christmas, and I keep it right by my windowsill. And I was cleaning it because it got a little dust on it. And I was getting quite emotional about it, because my mom, she would do little things like that for me, little sweet things, or she'll go over and beyond for me. Oh, thank you, Shawanda. Happy Mother's Day to you too as well. She would do little things like that for me. And your mother, she gonna go to the ends of the world for you. And she has done that a many times. And I just really, really miss her. I really miss her because she was my strength. As we get older, we try to be the mom, we try to be the mom over them, but at the end of the day, they are our mothers and they are our rocks. And I don't care what nobody say, you know, when I don't care if you're 45 years old, you still your mother's baby, and you get that childlike mentality when you around them, and they are just like your rock, your anchor. It don't matter how old you get. That's still your rock and your anchor. That's still your mommy. And so when she left here, I felt like that was my anchor was gone. You know what I'm saying? I felt like my anchor was gone. I felt like that thing that was holding me down to the earth was gone. You know what I'm saying? And then to lose the lady who stepped in as a surrogate mom right after that, she was gone. Then my best friend, just I don't want to keep going over and over again. But I took a lot of loss, these last couple of years. And so I am just, yesterday I looked back over my life and I said, Lord, I know it's your grace because I could be somewhere in the corner rocking somewhere. I could be in somebody's crazy house just sitting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mika B, I miss you guys. I wasn't feeling the best today, so I couldn't make it out to service. And then I had a family emergency, so just keep me in prayer. So I'm just laying here in the bed chilling, and I said, well, I might as well just go live. You know what I'm saying? But your mom, you cannot replace your mother. It's like, oh my God, people don't know when you go through it, when you go through the death of one of your parents. I used to always say, because I lost my father when I was like 13. Oh, thank you, thank you. I lost my father when I was 13, and that was a big thing because I was just beginning to meet him, and I never forget sitting in the hospital room and the Lord. I was a little kid. I was a teenager, and the Lord, it was a Bible. You know how they take you to the family room, and so they took me to the family room, and they I was sitting there as a Bible there, and the Lord told me to open up the Bible. Now here I am, a kid, and He told me what scripture to go to, and I went to it, and it talked about there's a time to kill, there's a time to live, there's a time to die, there's a time, and so that kind of allowed me to understand. I was always in the church, so it kind of allowed me to understand that this was His time to go, and then I was gonna be okay, and the Lord was gonna be my father now, and He has been my father. He's my God. He is my father, and of course I have my spiritual father. And I have my mom and dad. Me and Mika B, we should share. She is so graciously allowed me to share her mommy and dad. And so people have just been so one. God has just placed some wonderful people in my life, and so I really missed her this Mother's Day. Last Mother's Day wasn't as emotional, but this Mother's Day was kind of emotional. So that's my mom in the glasses, and that's her sister, one of her sisters she had, and that's my cousin on the end. And they used to always say that them two were like twins. So I just miss her. I just miss her. I miss the comfort that she brought to my life. I miss the nurturing. And my mom, she would sacrifice so much for me. And I said that, when she left here, I said that I said, that's it. I said, because that's the only person that's gonna love you unconditionally. You know, they're gonna love you on your bad days, they're gonna love you on your worst days, they're gonna love you when people talking about you, they're gonna love you when you take a blunder, they're gonna love you when you break the law, they're gonna love you when you show enough just doing wrong, they're gonna love you. That's your mother. And so whatever it is, you know, we supposed to always cherish our mama because once they gone, that's it. They are gone, and you don't get them back. You don't get them back. You don't get them back, and then my thing is, I wish I would have took more pictures. Of course, my mom had tons of pictures. You know, I didn't even realize how many pictures she had. She got so many pictures of our family. My family was like, "Where did she get those pictures from?" I'm like, "I don't know where she got those pictures from." But she has so many pictures, and I wish I would have took more videos and pictures of my mom. And yeah, I went through it. So just in between not feeling good and having a family emergency, and just being emotional, it's just been a rough couple of days. But God is good. God is just so good to me. Yeah, and I really hate I missed that dinner because my sister-in-law can burn, man. She can cook. And so I hate I missed that. But yeah, I thought I would come on here and just say happy Mother's Day to you guys, and share some stories with you guys. And maybe you guys can share some wonderful things about your mom. If you want to. How about this? Let me see. Oh, how about this? I will drop the link. Let me see. I'll drop the link and I'll put it in the chat just in case somebody want to. I don't know, Shawana. Can you? Shawana. Can you put the link in the comments? Um, that way, if somebody want to say something nice about their mom, they feel free to come on up, and you can. I know most of you guys are probably at dinner with your families and your children, or your grandbabies. You know, and that's one thing that I hate is that um she didn't get a chance to see her grandkids like she wanted to before she left here. Let me see. I'm gonna copy that. Okay. Y'all know sometimes it's different when you're on your phone. It get different. Let me see here. Comments. Let me see. Okay. So if I do that, then I can paste. Okay, yeah. All right, so the link is down there. If anybody want to say anything about your mom, and any or share any funny stories about your mom, or how much you love her, feel free. Feel free to do. This is all about love and celebrating your mothers today. I was on Facebook, and I saw a lot of pictures, beautiful pictures of people's moms, and I'm like, I got pictures. I do have pictures. Um of my mom, me and my mom and stuff. But I think I shared one picture of her wedding day. Yeah, I did. And so a funny story about that was she got married again. And at this time I think I was like maybe 3 or 4. No, I was older than that. I had to be older than that because I look older in that picture. So maybe I was like 5 or so. And my mom got married in a doctor's office. Like my mom did some unusual things. She named me after her doctor. Like her doctor was Indian. His name was Grayling, so she ended up calling me Clayling. I don't know. She just had this infatuation for the doctors. I don't know what that was, but she got married in the doctor's office. I wish I could have shared that picture. Um, I wish I could have shared that picture. Maybe I will, maybe if I get a chance to real quick, maybe if I get a chance real quick, I can share it for y'all. I don't know, but y'all, maybe I will try to do that while we live. See how my navigation skills is. But anyway, I left the link down there if you guys want to say something nice about your mom. Anyway, my mom got married in the doctor's office. Her primary doctor, married her, and so she didn't have no flowers or anything like that. She had a pretty dress. But she didn't have no flowers because, like I told y'all earlier, my mom, we kind of, we kind of grew up, little, it was rough. So what the nurses did the night before, me and the nurses, we sat there. I don't know if we were at our house or whatever, but we ended up making a paper bouquet out of like the Kleenex, like Kleenex. And for some reason, I just thought that was the coolest thing to do was to make a paper bouquet. And they showed me how to roll the Kleenex up and tie it up and all that stuff. And I did that. And so I'm gonna try to show you a picture. Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you a picture of her holding the bouquet. I'm gonna try to show you that while I'm going live here. Well, like I say, we're gonna see how good my navigation skills is. But and then I'm sitting in the front of her with these cotton ribbons on in my hair. And like I said, back in the day, they didn't have like the silk ribbons and stuff. They had the cotton ribbons, and so I'm sitting there, and she's there with her husband, of course. Um, and yeah, she got married in a doctor's office. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. So that was funny. That was quite funny. That was quite funny. So yeah. Um, and I would say my mom, she did the best she could, and she was a wholesome woman. I can remember my mom outside of the church, and uh I can remember when she got saved. Like my mom got saved in the house. Like my auntie and the missionary from the church came to my mama's church and came to my mama's church and I mean not church, I'm sorry, came to my mother's house and they had prayer service. And next thing I know, my mother was in there shouting, speaking in tongues, and yeah, she changed her life, and it was real for her because I never saw her live that way again. All I saw was her going to church, and our life was changed after that. She ended up leaving the man. She didn't divorce him, but she left him because he was very toxic, you know. And she ended up leaving. Like we literally had to leave that house because he was very toxic and violent. So we ended up moving with a friend of hers, and then that was it. She just provided for us, and that's all I knew with her was church. I never saw her, in no kind of way but that. So I'm just saying, like, she once she got saved and got in the church, she believed it, and that was it. But yeah, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do. I want to see if I can get this right. I'm doing the most. I really am doing the most. I wanted to share that picture with you guys so bad. Let me see if I can share it to photos and then you guys can see it. I don't know what I'm telling y'all. But so I just been lagging around. I've been lagging around and just trying to get some energy and stuff. And to be honest, on the low, I think I'm going through menopause. I really do. I really do. I think I am going through menopause because something is really going on. something most definitely is going on. Cause I mean, I just got sick, 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 sick. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Let me see if I can upload it so you guys can see it. Let's see. Let me see if I can show y'all this. Y'all gonna be like, I was skinny and bones. I ain't always been big. I always say I was skinny once. Yeah, 4 and 5. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Add a clip or somebody. Let me see. Hold on before I do that. I'm praying. Yeah, thank you, sweetie pie. Keep praying for me, honey. I was trying. I ain't had no energy. My body has just been. It just been. My body been doing its own thing on the low. It's been doing its own thing. I don't know, but it's it's gonna have to come subject. Cause I'm about to whip out the prayer and fasting on it. Let me see. Oh man. Let me see. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. So I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to upload it, but I don't see it. It ain't in my photos. I was gonna try to add it up here for y'all, but anyway, but I do got a picture of my mommy. I'll show that for y'all. She in the one with the glasses. That kind of captures her personality. She was the life of the party, always was talking stuff. I think that's where I get some of my personality from. That's her and her sister in the pink. It's her sister, you know. So, but yeah. Mm. I wonder why. What if I shared it to myself? Let's see what happens. Yeah, y'all will get a real kick out of this video here. Well, not video, but clip. 'Cause I had to be about 5 years old. But yeah, I remember this so vividly. I remember my mom's wedding so vividly. I do. I remember what they ate. They had this little hors d'oeuvres that was so good. Oh, I know you miss my mom. I know, Mika B. She used to always talk about those greasy fries my mama used to make. Yeah, she used to make them. She used to always make these fries. She used to make these fries home. So, well, they call home style fries. And she loved them. I love them to this day. I ain't made them in a minute though. But I am because I got a taste for them. Let's see. 3, 8. Yeah. Hopefully I get it. I don't know. She used to always fry chicken. Oh yeah, Mika. So my mom would go. We would go. She would go get whatever, the cheapest chicken. And so this one particular time, my mom would fry some chicken, and like I guess she left the feathers on there. It wasn't like a whole fully feathered chicken, but there were quite a bit of feathers on there. I remember that. I remember that. I do remember that. I do remember that. Uh, excuse me. Excusez-moi. Mm, I really wanted to show y'all that picture. I don't know. I don't know if I can now. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I can. I can't see why it wouldn't be there. Browse. Let's see. No, I don't want the images on the phone. I just want images. Mm, seemed like it would just be there. Let's see, downloads, images. Oh, let's see, photo. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Okay, well, I tried. Oh, what if I did this? Let's see. Oh, don't be laughing, Mika. What if I did this? Let me see. What if I try to go in and invite myself and share that? Let me see. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we shall see. We shall see. Cause I want y'all to see how skinny I was. uh, how was service, Mika? How was it? Was service good today? Let's see. Was it off the chain? Did y'all take pictures? Did you take pictures? Send me pictures if you did. It was beautiful. Aw, cool beans. I know it was. Just wasn't feeling good, man. I just couldn't get myself together. Let's see. I took some at home. Okay, well, make sure you send me some. I know you was sharp. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Mhm. Oh, I'm like, who is this guest trying to come in? And it's me. That is so funny. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, I want to wait. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay. I am back. I don't know what the heck I was doing. Like, I swear, I don't. I was like, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Thank you, Mika. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the. So that's the wedding. That's the wedding. My mom's wedding. And of course, my mom, she got married more than one time. That's the one I was present for. Um, that's me with the ribbon ball. Oh, look at Minnie Queen with her pink balls. Listen, and those was cotton balls, Mika. Those was cotton balls. And like I said, we set up the nurses because my mom got married in the doctor's office. So the nurses, the made the bouquet out of that's the reason why I was trying to show y'all the picture in the first place. The doctors made the bouquet out of tissue. Like they had this little trick you do to make so that's her holding the tissue bouquet, and that's the doctor. I forgot his name. Oh, I forgot his name. And it was right there in Holly Park on Woodward and Glendale. They had this little doctor's office right there. It was up there for a minute, and I think it done decayed or what the building has. And he married us right there in the office, and they had little hors d'oeuvres and stuff in the the way you sit down and wait in the hallway. It was it was weird, but still, So yeah, that was it. That was it. That's me sitting up there looking like, what is? I think I had a couple of missing teeth, so I had to be about 5. I don't know, but yeah, that was it. That was it. It's been a rough couple of it's been a rough couple of days, but we done got through it. We done got through it. We have gotten through it. Ugh. So I'm just sitting here laying down, chilling, trying to get my body together. My goal was to mop the floors and take the garbage out. It's still my goal today. I mean, but I did get a lot done. So I need to declutter because I'm trying to move, and that closet is the main thing. So I was trying to get a little stuff done today, but like I say, I ain't feeling the best. Trying to figure out what is going on with my body. Sometimes the enemy just fights you, and sometimes your body just tell you you need to take a rest. And so that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. But Monday coming, it is fast approaching, and yeah, we gotta get up and get ready to take that ride to work tomorrow. Uh, who wanna do that? But anybody got any funny stories about your mom when you were small? I know one time, my mom, the school had called my mom, and they thought I had took something out of the classroom, but I didn't do it. But I guess I don't know. I don't know if I used to get in trouble a lot or not. I don't know, but for some reason they kept saying you did it, you did it, you did it. And I'm like, no, I didn't. So it's like, where's that money at? Where's that money at? So they had me so scared that I was saying it's over there, even though it wasn't. I was like, what y'all want me to say? I didn't do it. And so they, how they pin a note to your shirt and stuff. And I'm walking home and I take the note and throw it in the field. I'm like, forget that. I ain't finna get in trouble for something I ain't did. And so and so I guess they had called my mom before I got home. And she knew. And I'm like, I didn't take the money. I didn't take it. I'm telling her like I didn't take it. And my mother ended up whooping me for that. And I climbed underneath her dress so I wouldn't feel it. So she'd be whooping herself. And I just held on. I just held on, man. Oh man. So I'm like, I missed those that time with her. Cause at some point, even though I was young, it was just me and her. Like we was just like Bonnie and Clyde. It was just me and her, and because of my brother, he was living with my aunt at the time, and it was just me and her, and we just made our little tread through life together, you know. And it was something. But when she left here, I couldn't believe it. Like I thought my mother was gonna be with me forever, and she used to always say, "I'm of course I'm gonna live past 100. I'm gonna live past 200," you know. And I'm like, I know that's right, Ma. And when she left here, that was it. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't even believe that she wasn't here, even though the Lord prepared me. If she wasn't here, so my mom passed from COVID and kidney failure, and it was right at the height of COVID and when it was new and nobody knew what to do and they were just like, keeping you from the hospital and you couldn't go to the hospital and stuff like that and you just, and so I didn't see her, you know what I'm saying? For 3 weeks I didn't see her in the nursing home because they wouldn't let nobody go into the nursing home, and then I wasn't seeing her at the hospital because they wouldn't let nobody go up to the hospital, and it was just like weeks of not seeing her, and she had to take that transition by herself. And so, I told the nurse, just can you please just go in there and tell her that I know that she's in here so she can know I knew where she was at. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't see me for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm just like, oh, I couldn't believe that I couldn't see. So it's different. It's a different type of loss going through COVID when you lose somebody, especially in the height of COVID. It was traumatizing to lose your mother, to know that your mother is going through something like this. And you can't get to her, you can't see her. And at that time they wasn't even letting you wear the suits and go into the hospital. They just were saying you can't come out, and all you would do would be getting updates and calls from the hospital. You couldn't even go there. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I saw my mother, she was in a rehab talking. The last time I saw my mother was at the funeral home. And that in itself was traumatic because I had the worst service that a funeral home can ever give you. It took almost a month for my mother to get buried. It was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. They still owe me money. I still ain't even got the obituaries from my mother. They did me so wrong. It was traumatizing because I did not want my mother to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was unfair. So it was just traumatizing not to be able to see my mother. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I see her was at a funeral home, and I just was done. I couldn't believe, and it was so long. The whole process took so long, man. I just was like, oh, and it was because of COVID. And so, yeah, it was something else. It's a different type of loss when you can't see her or at least be there for her when she going through that so she can see you and be at peace. She saw no one. You know what I'm saying? All she saw was the nurses, and or she couldn't even hear me. And I just was like, oh my God. It was a rough time for me, but I had to be strong, I had to be strong, and I don't know. I don't think I ever really kind of processed it. I don't think I ever processed it. I'm processing it now, but it took a while for me to even process it for myself. Because I also been trying to be strong for my brother. Um, but yeah, it's rough losing your mother. So this Mother's Day, you just, if you have your mother, you cherish her because regardless of whatever the ups and downs is, when she's gone, that is a new type of loss. You're not gonna get that it's a void. It's something, it's almost like some type of tearing away in your spirit. It's something to lose a parent. It is something to lose a parent. And so now both of my parents are gone. And I remember thinking years ago, I used to say, I cannot imagine not having both of my parents. I used to always say that, like, I couldn't imagine being on this earth and not having both of my parents, but here I am. And and God is still strengthening me. He is still making a way for me. but to not have your mommy, you can't pick up the phone and call and talk to her, it's something, you know. I couldn't even imagine, in my mind at that time, I couldn't imagine it, but here I am, you know, here I am, and this God just brought me through it. And so it just, it make you want to be reserved and just think about the good times and stuff like that. I'll never forget I was in the clothing store shopping and she so happened to be in there. She didn't know I was in there and I ended up paying for whatever she had up there. And she didn't have her teeth in her mouth and she gonna bite me on my arm with her gums. And I'm like, she just broke it. I guess she thought that was the funniest thing. And she just started laughing, laughing, laughing. And that was the most tenderest, enduring thing because she just was being silly and she was so happy that I was there, and I, and she not got her clothes or whatever she had, and I was so happy that I could do that for her, and there was a many times I would go over there and just get her, what it ain't nothing to gloat about because that's your reasonable service, that's your mother. You're supposed to take care of your mother, but she made it seem like it was the best thing in the world, and I really missed her. I really miss my mother. I'm telling you. And she was saved and she loved God. She taught me how to love God and how to love others unconditionally, you know. And that's all I saw. That's all I saw my mother do was love people. That's all I saw her do is love people and love God. That's it. That's all I saw, and that's all she allowed me to see too. That's why I say, like these new mothers, I don't know what's going on with the parenting style, but it most definitely have changed. You know what I'm saying? They do anything in front of they children, and then you wonder why these children are beating up on the teachers and uncontrollable in the classroom because look what how they got to grow up with no boundaries. These mothers don't give their children no boundaries no more, and then they try to pass it off as I'm letting them be their own individual, and I don't want to be a taskmaster or traditional with them, and I don't want to be too structured with them, and I want them to make their own choices in life. Well, first of all, they're a kid and they don't know how to reason correctly and make the right choice for them all of the time. This is why we are their parents. This is why you are a parent to rear your children up. You know what I'm saying? And these parents out here today, they are acting like the children. They try to be their children's friend. They trying to be out in the streets with their kids. They try to teach their kids to be gangsters and twerk, and they dressing them all seductively and all of this stuff. And then you wonder why your child comes home as a teen mother. And I'm not knocking that. Like if it happened in life, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying you have to take some effort in raising your child with the proper social cues and the proper social behaviors to be a proper, effective member of society, but you want to spoil them and tell them that they always doing right and stuff. Yeah, it is sad, Mika. It is very sad. You want to tell them that they wrong is right. Bet nobody better not say nothing to you. And it's like the teachers can't even teach no more. Like they challenge you and rise up. And I'm so glad I'm with early education and not with these school age and high school kids. Because I would be on the news. I would most definitely be on the news because you ain't gonna challenge me. And that's the thing. You with these kids 8 hours a day, you see so much. Just you look at them and how they act, you can see what's going on in their home, and it's so sad. No structure, don't know how to respect your elders, and don't know how to conflict resolute. They hotheads and want to battle you down and want to argue you down. I never in my wildest dream would ever think that it would be okay to talk back to an adult. Even if that adult was wrong, you supposed to go and tell your parent, hey, so and so. But you don't go challenge no adult. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's happening. But it ain't nothing but the signs of the times. It ain't nothing but the signs of the times. These children are growing wickeder and wiser. You know? Oh, listen, let me tell you something, Mika. You know it is my honor. You know you are my sugar spot. I love me some Mika. Not that's my meat. Everybody know that. Everybody knows that, you know. I'm telling you. It's just so sad to see the parenting now. It's like the parents don't know how to parent no more. They don't know how to parent no more. They just don't know how to do it no more, and they refuse to do it. They leave their children to raise themselves. Man, I ain't never seen so many children that are ill-equipped. Like you're supposed to hit certain milestones at certain ages. Like it's stuff you just should know. Like basic stuff you should just know, like how to tie your shoe. You'd be surprised at how many kids I see can't tie their shoe. Like, why don't you know how to do that? Don't know how to peel an orange. Like, how you don't know how to peel an orange? Like little survival stuff you supposed to know how to do. You don't know how to pull your pants down and use it. I'm like the fine motor skills. Everybody doing everything for y'all. Everybody doing this, tying your shoes, cutting your food up for you, this and that, and this and that. Like, at a certain age, you should be able to do certain things, like as far as developmentally, gross motor, fine motor, stuff like that. But when you enable your child and you do everything for them, they come to school not ready. They come to school not ready. So I don't even know what to say, but it's sad. I'm disgusted by it. You can't tell the parents nothing about the kid. Oh, it's crazy. Oh yeah, you're right. They know the latest dance moves and all that stuff. They know all of that. They know all of that. They can't tell you what's 1 plus 1. They can't tell you the difference between a letter or a number. And I've seen that quite often. And I'm like, what are you saying? This is not a number, this is a letter. But certain things, your child should come to school ready with the knowledge already. Because we are not, that it's not our job to raise your children. We're here to get them to certain milestones developmentally. And we're here to train them in what we have been trained in. But you are the parent. You know what I'm saying? If I had a child, let me tell you something. My child, it is no way in the world I would wait for the teacher to teach my kid. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're gonna come already knowing. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Because I am the parent. But these parents think we supposed to teach you just throw them in there and hope for the best. You have to reinforce what we're doing in the classroom as well. So I don't know. I absolutely do not know. But yeah, parents don't know how to parent no more. They don't. The family dynamic is so different than when I was growing up. Even though life was hard and rough back in the day, when I came up, you still had that respect for your elders. You still had that family dynamic in the household. Even though around by my time, crack was on the scene and drugs, it was really like pillaging the neighborhoods and stuff. But um, there was still respect for the elders. You know what I'm saying? But now they will cuss you out and don't care nothing about your age. They'll see the gray in your hair and still cuss you out. That's like crazy. There's no way. And then just manners, etiquette, how to eat. Oh my God. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I'm like trying to correct people like, listen, don't eat like that. Close your mouth. Sit or scoot up to the table. Don't eat with your mouth full. Don't walk with food. Make sure just like, how come you don't know this? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying being like, embarrassing nobody, the kids and nothing like that, but just watching and seeing certain social behaviors. Our kids they are missing it. They're not getting it because the parents are not teaching them. You know what I'm saying? They are not teaching them like they used to. And that is unfortunate. And I'm just like, how come you don't know this? Yeah, you're right. We in the end times, honey. I know kids, they still talk like a baby. They 4, 5 years old talking about me this and me that. I'm like, no, how come they have not corrected that in your home? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Me this, me this, me. I'm like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? All right, guys. So yeah, I thought it would be, cool just to kind of sit up here since I'm chillaxing in my bed, just trying to rest my body. I don't know. Here lately, I just been running out of energy. I've been running out. So yeah, remember your mommies. Remember your mom, and y'all know, of course, Father's Day is coming up. Make sure you treat your daddies right. Treat your daddies and your mommies right. That's all you got. So that's my message today. My message is to cherish your mama and your daddy, because once they gone, you can't smell their scent no more. You can't kiss their forehead no more. You can't hug them no more. You can't see they smile no more. You can't say, "Oh, they getting on my nerves." You can't say that no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you don't hear the phone ring no more. They ain't calling you in the middle of the night checking on you no more. I remember one time, it was a couple of days, I wasn't feeling well, so I was like at home, and I was really sick, and I didn't answer the phone for a couple of days. And my mama sent the police over here to do a wellness check because she was so worried and concerned about me. Because even as a grown woman in Vietnam, she's always sheltered me. Because my mama wouldn't let me go nowhere. She finally let me catch the bus. I don't know how old I was when she let me catch the bus. It was only like 4 or 5 blocks to the church, you know. And she would call to make sure I made it to the church, and then she started, that was just her. I couldn't believe she let me catch the bus, but she really sheltered me. And so, when she didn't hear from me, honey, she called the police, and the police was at my door. I'm like, what? She was like, your mama doing a wellness check. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. It cracked me up. She was like, well, I ain't heard from you. And that let me know, you gotta, sometimes when we get older, or if our parents get older, we get dismissive, and we kind of like, oh, they all right. No, I really wish that I would have spent even the more time with my mom and just sat with her, you know what I'm saying, and cherished her. I really wish I would have, because now I can't do that. I can't even stress that enough. Anybody that watches this on the relay, anybody that watches this oh, she was over there today. Awesome. I hope you gave her hugs and kisses for me. Um, anytime, if anybody watching this on the relay, cherish your mom. I don't care if y'all had a big falling out. I don't care if you feel like she's done the worst thing she could ever do in life. It doesn't matter, because you only get one mother. And guess what? We ain't always made the right decisions ourselves as children. You know what I'm saying? And they still forgave us. And so you gotta just squeeze on them as much as you can. I wish I could just sit next to my mom and just lay my head on her shoulder and just tell her how much I love her and apologize for when I made her upset or made her feel bad or said something that wasn't nice. But you can't get those moments back. And I go back and think like, oh, I shouldn't have never did, or I shouldn't have did that, or that was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I can't tell her that no more. You know what I'm saying? I cannot tell her that no more. Because guess what? She's not here. And so I just want to get that in y'all mind. I don't care if you ain't talked to your mama in 10 years. Call her and pick up the phone, because you're going to miss her when she ain't here. Don't take for granted that she on this earth and she going to pick up the phone when you call. Think about when she not going to pick up that phone, when she not going to be here. And so just be grateful. And I look at the pictures of my Facebook friends, and I see them with their moms, and I'm like, man, they don't even know how grateful they are. You don't even know how grateful you are to have your mother alive. You don't even know how grateful you are, because it's a different, like, to be honest, I try not to even concentrate on the day. Like, I try really not to even concentrate on the day, because it just don't mean the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean the same. It really don't mean the same. And I do better when I don't focus in on it a lot. So um yeah, love your mom. Love them, because they have made sacrifices that you will never know. for you. You will never know it, especially when you're young and they just treading their way. My mama made so many sacrifices for me. I would never know what she did for me. I will never know it. I'll never know. But the ones that I do know, I am eternally grateful. And I wish I could just go back and say, Ma, I am so grateful for what you done. And we don't do that a lot as children because we just assume that's their job to do it. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older and you look back, your thing is you should call them and say, I'm so grateful for the sacrifices that you made for me, because they'll never tell you the whole thing. All they know is that that's their child and they love you and they want nothing but the best for you. You know what I'm saying? So just be grateful. Just be grateful. All right, I ain't gonna hold you guys up. Thank you. I've been on here way too long. I feel like I've been on here a long time, but anyway, I'm still resting up. Y'all keep me in prayer that I feel good tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. I'm praying. So I'm in the classroom by myself because my partner, she twisted her knee. And so she's out on knee surgery for the rest of the school semester. So it's just me and those little bambinos. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord that I'm okay. Oh, and if I could just make it through the week, that'll be a blessing. That'll be a whole blessing. So y'all keep me in prayer. All right, guys. All right. This is your queen, Clayleen, saying, be great. Bye bye.